folks, welcome back to the channel. This week is going to be a cherry bowl, but I'm going to try and do a winged cherry bowl. I've got a lump of cherry set up on the lathe here. It's not quite square, and I think it's I'll tell you what it is 9 inches by 10 inches by about 4 3/8 of an inch deep. I'll show you what it's like in a minute, and I'm going to try and do sort of an inverse wing bowl, attack it with some tools and see what comes up. I'll show you the bit of wood first though. Right, here we go. As I say, it's a lump of cherry. I've given you the measurements I think, so that's okay. It's all natural and live edge at the moment, but most of the bark, I think all of the bark will come off actually. Probably most of the wood knowing me as well. So that's what it is, and hopefully it will turn out to be an okay piece. Right, I've got it turned round in the chuck, or mounted in the chuck, turned round. I'm just going to roughly face this surface off, then I shall decide where I'm going to put the bowl entrance, and also decide what else I'm going to do with it. It's going to be quite a small entrance, bowl, top, whatever, because I want to shape the wings down that way a little bit, and do likewise on the underside. So what I'll probably do is cut a recess in there as well, so I can turn it back round again, so that it can be mounted again, so I can come in from the back and do that rather than going from the headstock. I'll be working from the tailstock. I know what I'm saying, I think. Right, that'll do. I'll just start taking these wings down a little bit now, I think. Let's see what happens there. Right, I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to flip it back round, put it in there, do a bit more work on the other side, get rid of some of the bulk. I might give it a bit more of a scrape actually. Once again, very wet wood, so the finishing from the tools is not going to be brilliant because it's very furry. My excuse anyway. Right, I'm going to leave that at that depth there. I want to put a little bit of a lip on it and take this down a little bit more. Then I'll need to sort of decide what I'm doing here really. Put that down there then. Okay, well, I think that's time for sanding there now. Just let that stress itself out a little bit while I have a bit of lunch, and I'll start get some sanding done. And I've done the back edge here anyway. A little bit more work just to do there. Sanding sealer, a couple of coats, Woodwax 22, usual thing. I'm going to leave the saw cuts from the chainsaw. And also I'm going to leave that bit of bark. Oh, now the fun bit of sanding. Right, I've got it sanded down to 320 at the moment, and I started off with 80, and in between each of the grits I did use sanding sealer because it's a little bit furry. So I'm now going to do a quick coat of 400, and then another coat of sanding sealer, wire wool, sanding sealer, wire wool, Woodwax 22. Right, save a bit of time with the hollowing out. I'm going to put a Forstner bit through. Might even go bigger than that actually. Just make sure it's tight in there first. That's better. That'll do. Let it cool down a little bit. Right. Yeah, bit of a schoolboy error there. I've left the screw holes in. For the faceplate. But not to worry. I shall make a feature out of that. Right, when it's all hollowed out as much as I want it to be, it's all down to sanding now. The little schoolboy error has been fixed with some pellets made of Eki, which is extremely hard. I'm just going to do a little bit more work on here, on the rim. Try and get rid of some of this furring. I've put some CA all down the edges of the bark because it was starting to look like it was going to crack off. Right, start with a bit of AC grit, see what happens. Right, I'm just about to give it a final coat of 400 grit, and we'll have another coat of sanding sealer and a quadruple 0 wire wool, another sanding sealer, quadruple 0 wire wool, and wood wax 22. But before I put the wood wax on, I'll put some stuff on the bark as well. Right, it's had the final coats of sealer on it. I'm just going to give it quiet. Get the worms out in a minute. A quick wipe over with some quadruple 0 wire wool. Make sure there's no bits that I've missed. Quick wipe up with some Meths DNA. And slap some polish on it. When I've flipped it round to take the tenon off, I'll re-polish the back edge as well, because I had a bit of overspill from the putting the sanding sealer on. Right, let that flash off for a minute. Put some polish on, see what it comes up like. There we go. Beautiful-ish, more or less, give or take. Right, well, as I'm sure you can see, it's all turned around. I've done the repolishing on the back, and I'm now going to take the tenon off. Right, that's the point where bravery eludes me, so I shall take that off on the bench, sand it all down, finish it all off, and show it you in a bit. Okay folks, here we go, all done and finished. A green cherry squarish winged bowl, finished with wood wax 22 it's a sort of a, rather than a bowl, it's sort of an opposite bowl, like a cauldron shape, I think. Don't know what it is really. There's a quick shot of the underneath, just so you get a proper view of what the bowl section of it actually looks like. There we go. Once again, thanks to all my subscribers, both old and new, and look forward to reading some of your comments. Please do that, and we'll see you again shortly for something else. Thanks very much. Bye.